Welcome, curious minds, to another journey into the past, where we will explore the incredible achievements of a civilization that was far more than just pyramids and tombs. The ancient Egyptians were brilliant innovators whose creations laid the foundation for many of the technologies and practices we use today, and their ingenuity continues to amaze. Let's dive deep into the world of ancient Egyptian innovation. Our story begins with the invention of writing. Around 3200 BCE, the Egyptians developed hieroglyphics, a sophisticated system of symbols representing words, objects, and sounds. This wasn't just an artistic alphabet. It was a tool that revolutionized administration, history, and the passing down of knowledge. The ability to record and preserve information changed everything. But what did they write on? The creation of papyrus was a game changer. By pressing and drying strips from the papyrus plant, they created a lightweight, durable writing material far superior to clay tablets. This invention allowed them to produce and distribute a huge amount of written material, including literary works and administrative records. This written communication fueled the growth of a highly organized society. The Egyptians created detailed records of their lives, from government decrees and economic transactions to medical procedures and astronomical observations. Their bureaucracy was built on the power of the written word, making them pioneers in record-keeping and data management. Next, let's talk about the lifeblood of their civilization, the Nile River. To harness its power and manage its annual floods, the Egyptians developed sophisticated irrigation systems. Their ingenuity in this area was astounding, as they used dikes, canals, and basins to channel the water and nourish their fertile fields. A key tool in this process was the shaduf, a hand-operated device used to lift water from the Nile or from canals to higher ground. This simple yet effective machine allowed individual farmers to irrigate their crops, enabling consistent agricultural productivity and ensuring a stable food supply for the population. They also invented the Nilometer, a structure with marked columns used to measure the water level of the Nile. This was an absolutely essential device for predicting the extent of the upcoming flood and preparing for it. This advanced forecasting allowed them to adjust taxes, plan agricultural seasons, and prevent famine. From agriculture, let's move to their most visible legacy, construction. The colossal pyramids and magnificent temples were not built simply with brute force. They were the result of an advanced understanding of geometry, engineering, and mathematics. The precise alignment of these structures is a testament to their skills. The Egyptians were masters of leverage and simple machines. They used ramps, ropes, and levers to move massive stone blocks weighing many tons from quarries to construction sites. Their engineering brilliance is still studied today as experts try to understand exactly how they achieved such incredible feats of strength and precision. Their understanding of geometry was particularly advanced. The rope stretchers, or harpedonapti, used ropes with knots at specific intervals to create perfect right angles for surveying and foundation laying. This practical application of mathematical principles was fundamental to the successful construction of their buildings, big and small. Beyond the grand scale, they also excelled in smaller crafts. The Egyptians were among the first to master glassmaking, creating beautiful and durable vessels, beads, and cosmetic containers. Their ability to transform raw materials into intricate objects shows a deep understanding of chemistry and metallurgy. And when it came to everyday life, they were no less innovative. Consider the importance of time. The Egyptians created one of the world's earliest calendars, which had a 365-day year divided into 12 months. This solar-based calendar was surprisingly accurate and was essential for coordinating their agricultural and administrative cycles. They also invented devices to measure time throughout the day. Sundials were used to track the sun's movement. But to measure time at night or on cloudy days, they developed the water clock. These innovative timekeeping devices allowed them to organize their daily activities and religious ceremonies with precision, even after the sun went down. Perhaps one of their most overlooked achievements was in the field of medicine. The Edwin Smith Papyrus, a medical text dating to around 1600 BCE, is an incredible resource detailing surgical procedures, anatomical observations, and diagnoses. The document reveals a surprising level of medical knowledge for the time. Egyptian doctors understood the relationship between the brain and bodily functions, and they were skilled at setting broken bones, stitching wounds, and treating infections. They used natural remedies and herbal medicines with a scientific approach, and many of their treatments for different ailments are still studied by modern medical historians. Even their embalming practices, while tied to spiritual beliefs, led to a deep, practical understanding of human anatomy. The mummification process required a detailed knowledge of the organs and their functions, giving them an insight into the human body that was unmatched by many other ancient cultures. Let's not forget about aesthetics and hygiene. The Egyptians were pioneers in cosmetics. They invented kohl eyeliner, made from crushed minerals, which not only served an aesthetic purpose but also acted as a form of sun protection and an antiseptic to ward off eye infections. They also invented toothpaste and breath mints using a mixture of rock salt, mint, and dried iris flowers to maintain dental health. This focus on personal hygiene and appearance shows a sophisticated and progressive society that valued well-being, both internal and external. Finally, their mastery of materials extended to woodworking and shipbuilding. They built sturdy boats from acacia wood and papyrus, which allowed them to navigate the Nile for trade, transportation, and exploration. Their naval technology was a vital part of their economic and military strength. The ancient Egyptians were not just builders of monuments. They were architects of a civilization built on the twin pillars of ingenuity and practicality. Their inventions in writing, engineering, medicine, and mathematics created the foundation for so much that we take for granted today. Their legacy is a reminder that innovation is timeless and that the seeds of our modern world were planted thousands of years ago in the sands of Egypt. Don't forget to let us know in the comments which of these inventions you found most fascinating, and be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing journeys into the past.